You, perfect. You all. Okay, here we go. This is your class. And this is the Canvas. When you open it up, this is what you're going to see. I'm going to put it in student view in a minute. And so you can see what you see. So I'm going to student view. So this is your view. So this is my email address. I'm an adjunct for the college, so I don't have an office. So the best way to find me is through email, and I check my email like all the time. So if you have any questions, just email me. Some of you already have emailed me, awesome. Any problems, email me. Any questions, email me. I will get to it. I have another job that I do as well, but I will get to it as soon as I can, and it'll be the same day, guaranteed. So just email me. So the two places you want to look for everything you need is in the modules. I set up modules for you to go through so you can find things very easily. So let's look at them real quick. The first module tells you about the class, some things that you'll need from me, just read through that. The second one is about Canvas. If you have any questions, this is from the college. In case you have any questions, like tech questions, or you need some more information, this is about Canvas. And then that's about if you want to get notifications from Canvas. It tells you how to get notifications. And then if you had any questions, you can ask it here. This is for students to help students, but I'm going to keep an eye on it too. So if you guys have a question you want to put out there for a fellow classmate and you just want a little help, feel free to use this to ask questions, and then you guys can help each other, and I'll pop in there once in a while and see if there's anything that I can help you with. But if there is a question you have and no one can help you, make sure you email me and I will definitely come help you out. Announcements, that's a little bit about me. You can read that a little bit if you want. So modules, very important. Now, here is information about how to enroll in my math lab if you haven't already enrolled in it. And then this is really important too. Tutoring, you have lots of tutoring opportunities for you. So this actually is a handout that the college just put out for summer math lab schedule for tutoring. They have in-class tutoring, you can go to college. They have virtual tutoring, you can do it online, and it gives you all the information about how to do that. So take advantage of the math tutoring if you need it. So that's the modules. That's just to get started. Then once you get there, then you're going to go to, you know what's missing? Hold on, there's one thing missing. Yeah, hold on. There's one thing missing. Is I have information for you about the syllabus and the schedule. So let me take this off of student view for a second, because that's like really important. I need to go through that. And I don't know why it's missing unless I turned it off. Okay, so let's try this. Okay. Yes, I didn't put it on view. I need to put it on view. So now let's go back to student view. Now let's go look at, there you go. All right, here's the syllabus. I want to go through this really quickly. It tells us a lot of information, so make sure you read it and go through it. And again, ask me questions. There's my email address again. On Thursdays, not today, unless I'll stay on after if anybody has any questions, but on Thursdays, I'm going to stay on for till 12 o'clock for any questions. You need help with a question, you have tutoring, you need some assistance. I'm going to stay online. And then anybody who doesn't need me can just log off at our normal time. And then anybody who does can stay on, and I'll be here to help you. Course format, of course, everything's online. You guys have textbooks, you already know, well, hopefully there's textbooks, and then, you know, my math lab. Okay, now this is very, very, very important. No calculators. I know I'm not there to watch you, I'm not there to see you, but the only way that you're going to be successful after this class is if you do not do calculators. This is all about learning math pretty much all over again. and being able to do math on your own without a calculator. It's really, really, really important. I will be proctoring your unit test in the final exam, and I will be looking and listening for calculators. Do not use a calculator. Please try to do all your assignments with a calculator. I know it's very easy to grab a calculator or use Photomath or whatever, but in the long run, you are not going to help yourself. You need to be able to do this on your own. So will you struggle for a while? Yes. Will you get things wrong? Yes. And then guess what? Then you'll get things right. And then you'll be more confident in your math and more successful with your math. So to be willing to struggle, be willing to get things wrong. It's okay. Mistakes lead to correct answers. And that's what I want you to think about. Okay. Early alert system. If you're not doing well, I have a duty to report it to somebody who will then get in contact with you and help you so that you are successful. It's all about making sure you're successful. That's what I'm all about. I want all of you to be successful. Important dates, none of that falls. We have Memorial Day and Independence Day, but none of that falls on any of our classes. There's your withdrawal dates. If you're looking to withdraw, that's for you. Hopefully not. Final exam, that's on the schedule, which I'll show you next. Okay, I have a schedule and you'll see the schedule in a few minutes. That is tentative because this is online and I don't know if I'm going to be spending more time on a certain topic that you need more help with. So it could change at any time, but it's a good outline of what we're doing. There's your grading. Okay, so since this is a preparatory class, there is no D's or F's. If you do not meet the requirements to earn a C or better, you get an N, meaning no credit. So that's why only the grades of C and above are listed. This is how you're going to be graded. 10% online homework, 10% online quizzes, 50% unit tests, and there are 5 of them. They will be given in 75-minute time lots. Of course, again, all of it, no calculator. 30% final exam. I'm Saturn. I'm just reading what you just listed. Maybe an issue for me. That shouldn't be an issue, Saturn. Just make sure you can get into my math lab. And anybody who might be waiting for my math lab key or something, I had someone email me yesterday that the bookstore is not going to have them until next week or something. You can sign up for my math lab for a 2-week trial. So all of you can get on today. And then when the key comes in, the code comes in, you can put it in and then you'll be online with us. So all of you can start right away getting onto my math lab. Okay, I have a very nice grade incentive for you. If you earn a B or higher on all your homework assignments for a unit, so we're going to start with unit 1. So if you have a B or higher on all of your homework assignments for unit 1, I will add 5 points to your unit test. If you earn a B or higher on the quiz for unit 1 per se for each unit, I'll add another 5 points. So that's 10 points that I will add to your unit test if you can earn a B or higher on both your homework assignments and your quiz. A little bit about the homework assignments. I put that you have a 6 try limit, which is usually we only give 3. So I want you to go back and get it right. So I'm giving you 6 tries to try to get it right. And of course you have tutoring and you have me to help you. So again, I want you all to be very successful. And the quizzes are limited to 2 quizzes. So let's say you take a quiz and you didn't do that well. You could study, ask questions, and then take it again. So you have 2 chances to be successful with your quiz, and you have 6 tries on every homework question. So I think that's going to be awesome. So take advantage of it. It's there to help you. And anybody, I'm going to stop for a second. because I know I said a lot. I'm gonna check the chat. Anybody have any questions, put it in the chat and I'll answer it. And if I don't see anything in about 30 seconds, I'll go on, but I'm gonna wait for questions. Where do we get the books from? The bookstore. Yeah, the bookstore. And you have to order, actually here, hold on a second. Let me go back. I think it's here. Right here. Right here, textbook supplies. So this is a textbook. The PC bookstore sells the textbook and access code bundle, and it actually has an IBSN number that you can use. Or you can purchase the access code through My Math Lab and include an e-text. So it's up to you if you want a physical book or if you want an online book. Hey, students, this is what I was telling you earlier. You will be granted access to the software without paying for 2 weeks. So if you don't have anything right now, you can still sign up for My Math Lab. After the 14-day period expires, they'll block you, but all you have to do is enter your access code and then you're still there. Okay. Any other questions? That's a really great question. Got a question? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Maddie said the bookstore by PSC is no longer open. So you'd have to go to the one by UWF if you want a physical copy. I did not know that. Thank you, Maddie. Good. Hey, here we go. We'll go on. Again, ask a question away. Just put it up there. I'll check it. Okay, so we talked about the homework. Tutoring, that's what there's that tutoring thing again for all your, you can use it and look at it. I put it in 2 places so you have it. All testing is online, of course. Students with disabilities. This is more for like in school, but if there's anything that I need to know, please let me know. Attendance will be recorded daily. I also have to send that to the school. So make sure you're here and on time. Okay, a student who is not in class at its beginning will be counted as tardy. Now, we're online, so I have a little flexibility with that, but be here within 10 minutes of class starting. I think that's fair. And I know how life is because you're home and you're doing something and then you look at the clock, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm late. So I don't want you to panic, just get here, okay? Please see the live online policies for additional, I think that's down here. Okay, 3 tardies, this is PSC's policy, this is not mine, but this is what we have to adhere to. 3 tardy, leaving early instances will be converted into an absence. Being late to class or leaving class early is a disruption, it is discourteous to the instructor and students. Once the class session has begun, do not leave our online class. In the event of an absence, now, wait, hold a second. Now, it's technology, right? Look at my technology. I had trouble, I had to get off and come back on. So do that. You have trouble, just log off and log back on. I know what you're doing. That you're not leaving the class for a reason other than to get back on class. So, and you can always tell me and send me a text message when you get back on. Okay, Megan says she got her book from PSC yesterday. Can you rent through Amazon? That's a good question. I'm sure you can rent a book. I don't know about the My Math Lab because you actually, well, you can buy that online. So yeah, I guess you could. You can rent the book through Amazon and then have the physical, the physical book for Amazon and the computer book online if you want. The reason you would need a book is if you want to read more than what I'm showing you. So I'm going to try to teach you everything from the book. So a book is great. Do you absolutely have to have it? Don't tell anybody I said this. Probably not, because I'm going to show you everything, but there are a lot of resources in the book. I have the book myself. It is a really good book and it has a lot of resources in it. It has chapter reviews that you could use to get ready for the test. It has a lot of things in it. So JP Ruth put that it was $11.99 to rent the book. That's not bad. There you go. Okay, who said, who was it? Megan. Was it the PSC library? I know that the textbook building, textbook broker store wasn't open last I checked, which is where I rented my book from. So Megan, where on PSC did you get your book? Oh, I went into the bookstore in the student service building. There you go. The bookstore in the student service building. When you go in, if you're not sure where it is, just ask the front desk where it is, and they'll tell you where that is. Okay. Good. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. Great questions, guys. Keep them up. Okay. So talking about the policy, how many late, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Where was I? Okay. If you miss a class, make sure that you catch up. All of these lessons, these meetings are going to be recorded. You'll have access to all the recordings. So you can always go back and look at recordings and take notes from there. So even though you might miss class, you still have access to what we talked about and what we learned. Okay, that's the same thing. Oh yes, if you're absent the day before the test day, you're still taking the test. Again, I have recordings. So the day before test day might be a lesson and a review. Because we are in a summer condensed schedule, we're going to do more in a day than we normally would do. You'll see that in a second, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so make sure you read all that. Okay, so the big thing about online, this is a college class, right? So we're going to treat it like a college class. I guess they've had trouble in the past. It's again, as PSC's policy. You have to have your face. I'll make sure you're here. I'll be scrolling to make sure everyone's here. Please show your name. It can be your preferred name is fine, as long as I know who you are so I can mark you as present. I don't want to mark you as absent because you had a different name displayed. Oh yeah, say muting in class. I will mute you, and then you don't have to worry about conversations because I'll have you muted, and then I'll unmute you when after. Basically, I'm going to teach a little bit. I'll unmute you. You can ask questions, or if you prefer, we'll just use the chat to ask questions if that's all right with you. How much does my lab cost if you decide to rent the book? Oh, I am not sure that. Anybody know how much the my lab costs? No. If you do, pop it in the chat and I'll read it out. Okay. Oh, just make sure you're at home, relax, wear what you want, wear pajamas, I don't care. Just, be appropriate. Don't have anything displayed that's inappropriate. You know what to do. You all look fine. So you're all fine. In order to submit work papers for unit tests and final exam, you have to have access to a scanner. Basically, your phone could be your scanner. You could take pictures and send them to me. Before we get to the unit tests, we'll talk about all that. Final exam is, I have the schedule for that on the next page. I'll show you that. No early exams. There's no exceptions. It has to be the same day. It has to be that day. Technology, you all have technology, academic integrity. Please, 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 no calculators, please. Again, it's for your best interest. It sounds bad. I want you to actually struggle, because struggling, I've seen students that can't do math well at all, who struggle, and then they get to a certain point and all of a sudden they're really successful. So that's what you might need to do, and that's okay. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Please read through it too, in case I missed anything, but that's the highlight of the syllabus. I know this is sort of boring because it is, but that's all right. Okay, so here's my schedule. This is what I foresee us doing this semester. Today, we're going to talk about, I have to show you these videos first. We're going to do one section before the end of today. But you can scroll down, you can see when the unit test is. The unit test won't change. I might, let's say we do 1-2 today and I have time, I might start 1-3, but that's about it. And you can scroll all the way down. You can see all the unit tests. You can see all of the homework that's due on the right. I'll talk about homework in a second, like right about now, here it is. Okay, so this is also what I did. I kept all homework and quizzes open until 5:25 at midnight. That's the day before the test. So you have everything accessible. You can turn it in late that late if you want, but I highly suggest keep up to the schedule. Then you're not overwhelmed trying to learn everything at one time. It is best to do this class in little chunks because it's going to add to it and add to it and add to it. So what we learn in one section is going to add into another section, which is going to add to another section. So try to keep up to the schedule. It's built that way so that you do keep up. But in case, you guys are busy with life and work and you just can't get to the homework, let's say tonight's homework is a look at Unit 0 orientation videos, which I'll show you where they are. And in Unit 1 homework 1.2, if you can't get to it, then, it's open. It's not going to close. The quiz will open. The quiz is not open yet. The quiz will open, I think, next week. I want you guys to really concentrate on the homework. We've had students who take the quiz first and do awful and then do the homework. I don't understand why. So you don't do that. I closed it. So you have to do your homework first. Okay. Anybody have a question? Pop it up on there and I'll answer your question. So that's the schedule. And you can also see at the very bottom is your final exam, is the last day of class. All homework and quizzes must be completed by midnight the day before each unit exam, which is the 25th for this unit. They will be given a 0 if not. There is no exceptions. That's why I left it open this long. There's no reason you can't have them all done. This is firm, it will not change. Be mindful of your due dates. And again, like I just said earlier, it is highly suggested that you follow the data schedule so that you do a little bit at a time and not overwhelmed. All math work is done without calculators. I keep saying that, don't I? But really, 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 I've done this for so long, it really makes a difference. And that's all I got for that. Okay, so modules, that's where you find all this stuff. The second thing you want to go to is in MyLab. You're going to use this probably more than modules all the time. So I'm going to go to MyLab. I'm in student view still. So this is what your student thing will look like. If it comes up, here it comes. Yay. Okay, MyLab. This has all your work by units listed. There's practice tests that you can take. This is all made up so you can see what it looks like. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see the things that you worked on, the things your average. You're going to see things that you need to work on. It's going to give you your assignment listings. It's going to give you when your quiz is. It has a due date. So everything is right here when you log on. It's wonderful. And then, of course, if you've been on this before, you know this. This is maybe for new people who have never been on MyMathLab. But you can go down this practice tests, which I think are really great. They're paper tests, but they're awesome. See if one comes up. There'll be the same content that's on your test online. And then let me go back. Second, whoops. Oh, and the answer key is there. That's what I was trying to bring up. So you do it, you can go to the answer key and you can see how you did. And then you can know if you ask questions, if not. If you got all this right, you're ready for a test. That's optional. That's up to you if you want to. Go back to main menu. Here's unit 0. I go through this myself by the unit. So I go to unit 0. There's some videos here in case you're new to MyMathLab about how to enter stuff, how to see stuff, how to take you through MyMathLab a little bit so you get more comfortable with it. If you've already done MyMathLab, you don't have to do this. Unit 1, you'll see your homework and you'll see it listed over here on the side and you'll see it listed here. You can click this if you want and your homework will come up and you click your homework and you can do it. I don't have, like I said, I don't have the quiz open yet. So if you hit the quiz, it'll say the date I'm opening it up. It'll open up on the 18th. And then you can do the quiz if you're up to that far. All right, any questions? If not, I think we're going to start with 1, 2. I do suggest taking notes. Any questions? I don't see any questions. Awesome. Okay, so then I am going to go to my whiteboard. Now, unfortunately, I had to leave when I first signed in, I was on my iPad where I can write really easily. Now I'm on my computer, so I won't be able to write as nice as I want to, but I'll work on my iPad, see why it froze up. Okay, so we're gonna go to we're gonna go to whiteboard. Let me go out of student view. Whoop. Okay, awesome. And
Yeah, we had one
yeah,
guy.
that, and Zoom, and they have a whiteboard. I had my whiteboard on my iPad, so I gotta think where this is. I know I saw it before. If not, I can. Oh. Here we go. Hold on one second. Oh, sorry, guys, it's here somewhere. I wonder if I can sign in on my iPad. Hold on a second. Let me see if I got sign in on my iPad. That would be perfect. I think it might be here. Zoom. Nope. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. And I'm gonna find out where this is. I know it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, but I really do. It's just I wasn't prepared to go on my computer. It wasn't set up for this. So hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna find my whiteboard here. Hey, somebody came in really late. Yes, if you need to use a restroom or anything, this would be a great time while I figure out where my whiteboard is on my computer. Take a break. Grab something to drink. Found it. Got it. Okay, take a break. Like 2 minutes and I'll start. Anybody who's here, can you see the whiteboard? All right, great, thank you. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna type a lot of it. Hey, anybody have any questions? I see, oh, someone's got a question. Hold on. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you replying back to me. I appreciate that. So again, those of you who are here, don't be shy to ask a question, because if you have a question, I guarantee someone else does. There are no quote dumb questions. Any question is a great question, so ask. That's how you learn. And always feel free to email me. Do all of you have notebook? Good, 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 good. Definitely want to write down what I have. And the next time I'll have my iPad working fine. I'm not sure why it froze up. It's never done that before to me. And then I'll be able to write, because this section is more words anyway. And then I can write on my iPad for next one, which is great. That's actually perfect. And this will go much smoother next time. The first time's always glitches online. Okay, I'm waiting for a couple of people who have empty seats. Okay, I'm going to start. Let me type this down. Then I'll start talking. Okay, so we're going to talk about 1.2 is where we're going to start. Place value, names for numbers, and reading tables. So first thing we need to remember or review is what is a whole number and what is a natural number. So a whole number includes the zero. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those dots. There should be 3 of them. I got more in the second one, but they mean that it goes on forever. Natural numbers do not include 0. So how do you keep that straight? Well, when we count ourselves and we count how many something is, do we start with 0? We don't go, oh, look, there's 0, there's 1, there's 2. No, we count naturally. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's your natural numbers. So whole numbers have the 0, and natural numbers do not have the 0. I also think of it this way. See that 0 in whole numbers? It has a 0. It's not a 0, but that 0, the O in the whole numbers is like a 0. It has a 0. Natural numbers, we never start counting by a 0. We always count by 1. So naturally, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a whole number has that little O, which is a 0, has a 0, and that's how I sort of kind of remember them. Okay, let's talk about place value. Okay, what is place value? The position of each digit in a number. Digit in a number. So we've always, 1,000, 100, tens, a billion, a million, like that's our place value. That's where the position where a digit is in a number. Now, what just happened? You guys see what just happened? What the heck just happened? I'm not sure what just happened. It just all shifted. I'll fix this here. There we go. Put that back up top. Whoops, wrong one. Put this back up top. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so now there's standard form is what they call the position of the numbers. So we're going to do standard form. So standard form just means we're going to talk about the numbers in the order that they are. The largest number that we're going to do is the billions. So we have billions. I think I'm just going to put commas between them. And then we have 100. Millions. And then we have 10 millions. And then we have millions. And then we have 100. Thousands. 10 thousands. Thousands. Hundreds. Tens and ones. So that's the numbers that we'll be concentrating on. Billions, 100 million, 10 millions, millions, 100,000s, 10,000s. Notice the little hyphen between each of the words, like 100 millions, 100 dash millions, and so on. Okay, we're going to practice a few. So the directions are, let's see if I make this bold so it stands out. Oh, never mind. Make all of it bold. All right, practice. Write these numbers in words. Okay, so I'm going to start with a big number. All right, we have a really big number. We want to write it in words. This is how you would write it in words. And if you know it already, think about what it is, how you would say it, and then here it is. 100 $589,362. Well, that's a 62. 62. That's how you would write that number out. 123,589,000, not thousands, sorry. 362. Hey, one thing really important with these numbers, and a lot of us do it wrong. I even sometimes will not think about it and do it. You never use the word and for these. That is when we have decimals. So a lot of students will write, and me too, if I'm not thinking about it, they'll put and 362. It's not and. And's only for decimals. Okay, any questions so far? We're going to do another example. I'm going to get out of that text box and do another one. Okay, so let's do another example. Example 2.
Miss Garrett,
Yes, go for it.
a lot of people are having issues with their computers. If you want to read the chat.
Oh, well, let me see. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, some people can't see the whiteboard? Every time you type on your whiteboard, my screen goes blank. Okay, everybody's same. You can't see what I'm doing. Can some people see what I'm doing? Yes, some people can, but some can't. Okay. I can see it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I've been sort of trying to, I can see it, I can see it. Okay, so it looks like we have more that can't. I don't understand why some of you aren't. Every time you type on a whiteboard, my screen goes blank. Okay, so when I type, if the screen goes blank, when I stop typing, can you see it? That's my question. Because then I'll type and stop and let you guys catch up, if that's the case. So anybody who can't see what I'm writing, let me know that if you can't see it at all, or you see it after I type. I just need to know what you see.
Hey, Ms. Garrett, can you scroll back up just a little bit?
Can you see it? You see it all right?
I can see it. There's just some information that I didn't get. Can you just scroll back up just a little bit if you can?
Okay. All right. All right. I can see it when you stop. Okay. All right. So if you can see it when I stop, I don't know why you can't see it while I type. That's interesting. This is not the whiteboard I usually use. So hang with me, because the one I have, I write everything down and you should be able to see everything. It's on my iPad. I can see while you're typing. Okay, so some people can see why, some I can't. Okay, is everyone caught up to what I have? I stopped typing for a while. Everyone sort of caught up to what I have?
Can you just scroll back up just a little bit?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. You asked me that like 3 times. I'm sorry. I'll leave it there for a minute. Hey, anybody who missed anything, I'll leave it there so you can get caught up. Oh, you can scroll up and down on your end. That's interesting too. Don't worry, we'll figure all this out. And then before you know it, it's gonna be nice and smooth. We log on, we get to work, and everything's gonna be fine. It's one of the things about being online. And remember, this is being recorded as well. So not that I want you to have to go back and look at it, but if you miss something for some reason, you can always go back to the recording and look through it again. Yeah, so remember that we're also all being recorded too. Does already have a number? Good question. 589. Yes. Good catch. I missed it. Yes, there should be a hyphen between 23 million. Thank you, Maddie. Okay, are we all good? Anybody need me to stop for a little bit more? You all right? Okay, so I'm gonna go on, but I'll be really careful about when I typing. I'll type it and I'll talk after so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. How we'll do that and see how that works. Anybody else need more time? Just put it in the chat. Okay, example 2. I know you guys can say it fine, 203,001. And this is what I mean about the word and. A lot of people will say 203,001, but that is incorrect. And is only for decimals. So, and we would type it, we would write it like 200. Oh, hold on. I'm not going to say it out loud. There we go. Okay, so now anybody who can't see what I'm typing, there it is. So 203,001. I'll do example 3 in a minute. Again, any questions? I have my question thing up so I can see. Example 3. So I want you on your paper to write down how you would type that number in words, 93. Okay, so this is what it would be in words, 90. That's how you would write it in words, 93, has a hyphen. If you did that, beautiful. Any questions? Put them up in the chat. All right, so now we're going to go backwards. We're going to go backwards. Is there no comma between 1,000 and 1? That's a good question. I put it in and out like five times when I typed it. It is sometimes and sometimes not. So if you do, okay, hold on. Let me go here. Here we go. If you put a comma, that's fine. That sort of separates them, but sometimes there's not a comma. So either or, whatever you want. All right, which write each number in standard form. Okay, so this is their numbers. We're gonna write in standard form. If you can't see what I'm doing, I'm just typing them down and then I'll read them to you. Okay. We're gonna write these in standard form, meaning that we're gonna write the number. What number are they saying? We're gonna write it in the right form. So the first one is 37. The second one is 214. And the third one, 500,634,203. All right, so what I want you guys to do is in your notes, I'll give you like a minute, write down what numbers you think they are. How would you write them out as numbers? And then I'll write them out and I'll show you what they are. Oh, you want example one? Da, 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 da. That one. Can you scroll up and down? Because maybe you can scroll back and see.
I can't,
You can't scroll up and down?
no, ma'am.
No. Okay. Does that show you enough that you can see what I did?
Yes,
Yeah, okay. Okay, answers. I'm gonna move this up. All right, first one. Okay, I get away by one. 37. 214 would be 214. And last one, which is 500 million, 500 million, 634,000. $34,000 and 203. So if you did that, awesome. Oh, what I don't know why it, yeah, it disappeared from mine. Let me put it over here. Can you see it there? Maybe you see two of them. I had it typed and it disappeared. So someone said that the word answers is saying twice. I typed it once and disappeared on me, so I typed it again. So maybe, yeah, that's better. Okay. Maybe it's still there on your end, but it's not on my end. Oops, maybe that's it. There we go. I think I just fixed it. How's that? Much better? Can you see that now? All right, perfect. Good, good. Yes, feel free to tell me if something doesn't look right. Any questions on the answers? There's one thing I want to say about the thousands. Because this is something that you probably noticed, but it's something I don't do. So it's something, a comma may or may not. I'm gonna write this out. Let me expand this page. A comma may or may not be used in a 4-digit number. Example. If I could type it, great. 5,432, you could type it as 5432. So they're both acceptable. Both are acceptable. So sometimes you're going to see it with a comma. I always use a comma, but you don't have to use a comma for a 4-digit number. It can just be written without a comma. Okay. Now let's look at, we did example, that was example 3. Let's do example 4. I'll say it after I type it, so those of you who can't say it. Actually, I'm gonna call this number 1. I'm gonna do a couple of them. Okay, we'll call it number 1. All right, determine the place value of the digit 5 in the number, and that number. I don't want to say it out loud. So what place value is it? Where is it? Is it in the billions? Is it millions? Is it the hundreds? Is it 1,000? That's what they want. They're looking for the answer of what is the place value. So that 5 is in your 100,000s. Okay, I didn't spell 100 right. Hold it. 100. Hundred thousands place. I'm gonna do another one. I'll read it after I type it. Okay. Determine the place value of the digit 7 in the number, that number. I don't want to say that either. I'm going to see if you know what it is. So that 7 is in what place? So think about it for a minute. The answer would be millions. It's a millions place. I think I put two I's in millions, but Okay, 3. All right, the next one. Determine the place value of the digit 8. I'll fix that typing in a minute. And the number 124. Well, I don't want to say it loud. Anyway, that's a number. Okay, that answer would be, that is in the tens place. All right, I have my chat up again. Does anybody have any questions on any of them? All right, we have one more thing to look about these numbers. And then we're going to look at something a little different that they start introducing you to something in this chapter. All right, so I'm going to scroll down and no, not going to draw. Okay, writing a number in expanded form. You might remember this from way back when you were in school. So we're going to write a number in expanded form. Actually, I'm going to bold that one and do it separate so it sort of stands out. Okay, what do I mean by that? It means write each part of a number out with addition between each part. I know it probably doesn't make sense. That's sort of kind of my own words, but I'll show you what it means in a second. So you're going to write each part of a number out with addition between each part. So you're going to say, oh, it is what I wrote is overlapping what I wrote before. Is that better? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Maddie. It's funny because I don't see it on my end. So keep telling me. That's what I need to know. Stuff like that. All right. So writing a number in expanded form, you're going to write each part of the number out with addition between each part. And here's I'm just going to write a new box. Here's an example. Example. Do I have more than one? I only have one. No, I have more than one example. Okay, one. 16. Okay, this number, if I want to do it in expanded form, it is equal to 10,000 plus 6,000. Now, before I even, hold on, let me expand this so it doesn't look like it's, there you go. All right, you're taking each number and writing it each number. So the 1 is in the tens thousands place. So you put 10,000. The 6 is in the thousands place. So you put plus 6,000. And then the 4 is in the hundreds place. So we're going to put 400. And the 3 is in the tens place. So we do 30. And the 2 is in the ones place. So we just write 2. And that's expanded form. So you take each number with its place value and you write out what that number means. So 10, that 1 was in the 10,000 place, 10,000. The 6 is in the 6,000 place, 6,000, and a plus in between. 4 is in the hundreds place, so 400. And 3 is in the tens place, 30, and then 2 is in the one place, 10. And then if you put that number together, you will get our 16,432. Any question on that one? You probably remember it when you see it. Example 2. Let's look at example 2. Okay, there's the number for example 2. 4,062,301. Now, if I want to do an expanded form, I have to do each number and where it is. So the 4 is in the millions place. So we're going to do 4 million. There is no 100,000 place. So the 0, we don't need it. The 6 is in the 10,000s place. So it's going to be 60,000. The 2 is in the thousands place. So 2,000. And those of you who can't see me, I should not be. In case you can't see it, I stopped for a second so you can write it down. So I'll say it again. The 4 is in the 4 millions. So is in the millions. So you put 4 million plus 6 is the 0 is there. 0, we don't need a 0. 6 is in the 10,000s place. So it's 60,000. 2 is in a thousands place. 2,000. Yes, just ignore the 0. You don't have to write it exactly. Because there is nothing in that place. Think of it that way. There is nothing in that 100,000s place, so we don't need it. Then we're going to add our 300. 3 is in the 100 place, so 300. Again, there is a 0 in the tens place. We don't need to write it because there's nothing there. And then we have 1. And that would be the expanded form. All right, I'm going to do one more example, but I'm going to have you try it first. By the way, I do this a lot. I'll do some examples and I'll stop for a minute and have you try it, just so you can see and measure if you got it or if you didn't get it. And then you can ask questions. All right, so let's try. Okay, just in case. Okay, there you go. There's the number. So try writing it out in expanded form and I'll wait about a minute, see how you do. And then I'll put the answer out. So try it first on your own and then we'll go over it. Okay, I'm gonna start writing it out. Don't look unless you're done. Okay, so you would do 10 million plus 2 million plus 40,000 plus 2,000 plus 300 plus 10 plus 2. If you got that, perfect. Okay, any questions? All right, we have one more thing to talk about in this section, which sort of kind of like comes out of nowhere, but that's all right. Because one thing about this book that I sort of like, it starts with something and then it adds to it as you go on. Okay, reading tables. Tables have numbers, right? Tables are well, life. Life's always, you can always do anything you want in a table. Any kind of data you can put in a table. So how do you read tables? And that's what we're going to do a little bit today, just to start. All right, so tables are important because they organize our data, right? Tables overlapping again. Wow, okay. I'll move that down. Let me see. Thanks for letting me know though, I appreciate it. How's that, Maddie? Is that better? Yes, okay. Tables, just tables. Display data. Okay, I'll type it and say it and then talk about it again in case you can't see what I'm typing. Tables display data in an organized manner to display and show facts. Okay, so again, these are my own words, but tables display data in an organized manner to display and show facts. Okay, this is important because sometimes we ignore the obvious when it comes to a table or even like a graph, and we can do graphs, but when deciphering a table, pay close attention to the titles, headings, and how the table is set up. Many questions can be asked from any table. All right, so really important. When you go to a table and you're trying to find a fact, pay close attention to the titles, headings, and how the table is set up. A lot of times, your answers even lie there, not even in the table. Plus, it'll also tell you if it's counting, let's say your table is in millions and they put 500, that means it means 500 million. But if you don't read it, the fact that it's counted in millions, you would think it was 500. Okay, so we're going to do an example. There's a table, so I'm going to have to write this one. A part of it. See if it makes it look like a table. Okay. This is the title I'm trying to get in the center. Not having much success. There you go. Hey, that's the title. Now the rest of it I'm going to draw. So hang with me. It might not be beautiful, but we'll get there. Okay, so. Oh, wait, they have a straight line. Hold on. I just saw they have a straight line. Let me erase that. Oh, I didn't mean to erase that. Okay, well, no. Go back. There you go. Okay, I guess it's linked together. So we're gonna forget that line for a minute and we're gonna do a nice straight line on top. There we go. And I'm gonna do a couple this way. And then I could type the rest. I think we'll be all right. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. 5. I need these lines to be longer. Can I make them longer? I'm just going to add to them. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I talked to myself a lot. It's all right. All right. It's not the best, but it'll do. All right. So we have here men. That's what I thought. I thought you could drag it and make it longer, but it wouldn't. Oh, you can. Oh, I'm thinking you could. Thank you. I just couldn't see it. There you go. All right, so men and women, men. And women. I wonder if I can do it this way. I think I can. Nope. I'm gonna try to type these numbers in. And I think we're gonna finish right on time. Even with all that mess we had earlier. Okay, women. With this. I gotta get it headings in the bottom, and then we're good to go. There. Okay, so headings on the top are. I don't know how true this data is, but baseball. Football. Ice hockey. Gymnastics. Soccer. And these are totals. But there's our table. And then I'm gonna let you write that down. Second. Give you a second to write all that down. And then we can ask a whole bunch of questions from this table. They're all outlined for you. I'm sorry. They're not lining up like the table. Okay, that one. Yeah, write them in order. They go in order in the table. I don't know how to fix that one, unfortunately. Yeah, so it should be, I'll read you what it says. Okay, so they are for you? Okay, awesome, Joshua. Okay, so baseball, men baseball, 121, men football, 315, men ice hockey, 110, men gymnastics, 50, men soccer, 80, and the total of men is 676. And then women baseball is 90, women football is 159, women ice hockey is 82, women gymnastics is 160, women soccer is 212, and women total is 703, if that helps, hopefully. Okay, questions? First question, you know, all the kind of questions they can ask from a table. How many men were surveyed? That would be found, of course, hold on, under your total, and that'd be 676. There were 676 men surveyed for this table. I'm telling you, doing some weird things on my end too. All right, 2. All right, second question. What sport do women prefer most? Well, we're gonna look at the women and we're gonna look at the numbers. And the biggest number would be the one that they prefer most. And I see soccer. There's 212 who prefer soccer. Soccer, whoops. Now, 3. How many total people were surveyed? Now, that's not in our chart. It has the data for it. It's just not in it. So I'm going to write this one. There were 676 men and there were 703 women. Tomorrow, we're going to work on adding these, but I just give you a preview. 6 plus 3 is 9. I'm adding down 7 plus 0 is 7. And 7 plus 6 is 13. So the answer for that one would be 1,376. Now, just to stress something too, hold on, this little box keeps coming up. Here we go. Okay, so we can write it 1,379 or 1,379. They're both acceptable, one or the other. 4. What sport do men prefer most? All right, looking at the chart, let's look at the highest number for men, and that's 100% football. Okay, last question. How many, more men prefer ice hockey than women? Okay. All right. How many more men prefer ice hockey than women? So we go to ice hockey and we look at the men. There's 110 men who prefer ice hockey, and there are 82 women who prefer ice hockey. So we would have to subtract them. Again, we'll be working on this tomorrow. Preview, I'll give you a preview. You can't do 0 minus 2, so you change this to a 10, you borrow 1. Sorry, make that a 0, not a 10. Eraser. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Come back. There you go. Oh, it's going to make me do it. Okay, hold on. It thinks it's all linked. So make that a 0. This is a 10. This is an 8. I had to borrow 1. Now I make it a 10, which is 2. So the answer would be 28. 28 more men prefer ice hockey than women. And that's it. We finished the section. So tonight, or whenever you have a time, do look at unit 0. If I'm going to stop sharing my screen, or maybe I don't think I am sharing my screen. Let me see. Yeah, you just see the screen here. Okay, so it's good. Look at unit 0 and then try out this homework tonight, and then I'll catch you on Tuesday. Any questions, let me know. Anybody have any last minute questions? Everybody good? Awesome. Okay. Oh, I got one message. Hold on. The homework is found on MathLab, right? Yes. You're going to go to the homework. You're going to go to My Lab, and then you're going to go to the homework section. I can show you real quick. Let me. I'm hoping it saves, should save. Okay. If I share my screen, okay. Continue. All right, if I share my screen again, desktop, just to show you one more time, just so you know you're all right. You're going to go to your, bring this back up. You can go to your Canvas, which mine's here, just hiding. Here it is, Canvas. Go to your Canvas, and you're going to go to, hold on a second, it's coming. You're going to go to My Lab and Mastering. And then you're going to go to Open My Lab and Mastering. And then all the homework and stuff will come up on the left. So here's Unit 1. Click on that, and you'll see 1.2, homework assignment, and you're in. Okay? Yes? Awesome. Anybody need anything, let me know. Anything else in the chat? Anybody else? Nothing? You're good? I will see you Tuesday. Bye, everyone.